Hello everyone. So in last session, if you remember, we had learned about what is amino acid and what are those and what was the structure of amino acids. But today we are going to learn about the structure of each and every amino acids. I mean all 22 amino acids today in the class. So let's start. So the first one is glycine, and if you remember the last session, we had discussed that in one amino acids there is a central carbon atom and one hydrogen group, one carboxyl group, one amino group. These three are constant and one another group. So here in case of glycine we have only hydrogen. So you can see I had discussed with you that if the central carbon is having 4 different group, then the carbon is called chiral carbon, but here we can see there is 2 different same hydrogen atom. So that's why this is not going to be a chiral carbon. So yeah, glycine is having 2 hydrogen atom, 1 amino group and 1 carboxyl group. The second one is alanine, and if you see in case of glycine there was a hydrogen atom here, but in case alanine we can see there is a methyl group here. So you can say this carbon is a chiral carbon because it is having 4 different group attached to its central carbon. Yeah, so this is alanine. So the next one is valine, and in case of valine you can see there is a same carboxyl group, 1 hydrogen group, 1 amino group, and another is 1 isopropyl group. This is a propyl, right? CH3CH, and as the carbon is attached to the second carbon group of propane, so this is isopropyl. So this is valine. So the fourth one is leucine, and here the same again. These 3 groups are constant, and the group, the R is CH2CH, CH3CH3. So if you remember, in case of valine there was isopropyl group, so you just have to add 1 carbon. Like this you can remember the structure of leucine. So next one, the fifth one is isoleucine. So after leucine you can remember isoleucine. The structure is quite similar to valine, because in case of valine the central carbon was attached to a isopropyl group, but in case of isoleucine the central carbon is attached to isobutyl group. The difference is only that this is a isobutyl group. So yeah, you can remember very easily. The sixth one is proline. This is a very unique amino acid because it is having aromatic compound. The central carbon is attached to a amino group. This is a amino. So that's why proline is different, and maximum time in B section you can get a question that which amino acid is having an amino group. So this is proline. The next one is methionine. The seventh one is methionine, which is a sulfur containing amino acid. You must have to remember because it is having a sulfur group. So this amino acid is having a sulfur group, so that's why methionine is a sulfur containing amino acids. So the structure is the same as it is, all 3 groups are there, and one like 2 carbon and 3 carbon and 1 sulfur group is there. So you can remember 3 carbon with sulfur, that R group is connected to central carbon of the whole amino acids. So this is methionine. The 8th one is phenylalanine. Just break the name, phenylalanine, and remember the alanine structure. the alanine structure, it was having only one methyl group, the second amino acid. So here you have to connect only one phenyl group to the methyl group. So this is the like R group connected to the central carbon for this amino acids. Yeah, why I have written F here? Because the short name for the phenylalanine is F, and I had not mentioned till now for others because for glycine the small letter is G, alanine for the signal letter is A, valine for B, leucine for L, and isoleucine for I, proline for P, methionine for M. That's why I did not mention, because all the first letter was their short letter, so that's why I didn't mention. But in this case, in case of phenylalanine, the short letter notify phenylalanine is F. You have to remember this, because you have to solve a lot of questions where only F would be given with instead of phenylalanine. So you have to remember this thing, and it's very very normal, because the phenylalanine is a aromatic amino acids, because one aromatic compound phenyl group has been connected to the methyl group, and which is connected further to the central carbon atom of this amino acids. Next one.